my name is Armina of So Armina. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm working on a dress that I have been wanting to remake for the past week and a half because I made it with the BSN, the Black Sewing Network, Sunday Service Sew-Along. We was all doing turtleneck dresses and we was looking for different patterns. Of course, some of the people was doing the infamous McCall 7999. And I chose to do another pattern that was suggested to us because it's a little more size inclusive, which is the Audrey by Made for Mermaids. I love this dress because it comes in so many different versions. You can do a scoop neck, a crew neck, a turtleneck, and I think a V-neck version of this dress. It has different versions for the sleeves. You could do a straight fitted sleeve. You could do a sleeve that's a little belled at the top, and then it has a cuff, and it's two cuff versions. You could do a short cuff and a long cuff. This is the one I made already. Today I'm going to recreate this dress in the scoop neck version. No. The crew neck version with the bishop sleeve, and I'm going to do the long cuff. The other dress I made, I did the mock turtleneck with the bishop sleeve with the short cuff. This time we're going to do it a little different. So take this journey with me, follow my sew, and see if you want to pick it up. I will leave a link below for the Made for Mermaids pattern so that if you want to grab it, you can too. It's a really good pattern. It comes in so many sizes, from small, medium, large, extra large, and super plush and juicy. So if you're somebody who's plus size and you're looking for a size inclusive pattern, this is one for you to grab because it's a nice dress. It's a quick sew. You can make it in different fabrics, different versions to suit your shape, your style, and you will love it. So let's get started. I'm going to show you what fabrics I'm using. I'm going to get it cut out, and then we'll sew it up, and I'll show you how quick this sew is. So let's go. Okay guys, so I wanted to show you the pieces that you use for the Audrey, or that I'm using for what I'm going to be making, which is the crew neck with the bishop sleeves and the long cuff. It only needs 5 pieces actually. So we're going to use the crew neck neckband. We're going to have the long cuff, the bishop long cuff. We're going to use the bishop sleeve, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold this up because we're going to attach the long cuff here. If we was using the other version that I used in the first dress that I showed you earlier, then we would leave it and we leave it this length. But since we're using the long cuff this time, this is going to get folded and we're going to attach it here. When you're cutting out your pattern pieces, make sure that you transfer all markings. Markings meaning you see this little dot here, don't cut past it when you're cutting out your pattern because this means something. This is going to show you where to attach your sleeve. So you make sure when you're cutting, you cut along the line and you cut that arrow piece out. And you're going to find a few of them. There's an arrow here. There's an arrow here. When you cut out your sleeve piece, there's going to be arrows that match these as well. And I believe there's also an arrow on the cuff as well. So just keep that in mind when you're cutting out your pieces. Okay guys, so I have all of my pieces cut out. We have the cuff piece cut out, which is going to be folded at some point in half, and then we're going to put a seam down it, but we'll do that later. Then we have our crew neckband that's going to go around the neck. We have our 2 sleeves, 2 pieces for the sleeve with our markings transferred. And then we also have our front and back pieces. Remember, the back piece was not cut on the fold, so you should have 2 pieces for your back with your marking for your sleeve, which is this piece that looks like little horns. That's the back piece. And then remember, we have our piece that is the front, which was cut on the fold. See? So it's actually 1 piece. And that also should have your marking for the sleeve, dart, as well. Now what we're going to do is we're going to start sewing these. Okay, guys, so now we're ready to attach our sleeve, and this is how I do it. Um, I don't use the gathering foot on my machine. It's on my to-do list. I plan to learn how to use it, but I am old school, and I just feel like by the time I find the gathering stitch or find the gathering piece attachment and get it all settled, I could have just did the gathering. So I gather by hand. Yeah. Like I said, I'm old school. Yes, I said it. That's what I am. So this is how I measure how much I need to do and how much thread I'm going to use and all of that good, right? Okay, so let's look at it. Let's move my sweet pie out the way. Okay. This is the sleeve. This is both sides. Okay. When we do the cuff, we're basically going to do a seam down the side, and then it's going to fold up like this. Okay, so your cuff is going to look like this. This is going to basically be your cuff. Now, what I do to make my area is I measure from here the same width of my stitch. This is my stitch where my stitch line is. So I overlap this with the stitch line, right? And then I measure, I don't count the piece that's going to be sewn, because this is where I'm assuming when I fold this in half, this is going to be where my stitch is down here, right? So from this point over is what I'm going to measure. So what I normally do is I take my tape measure. Okay, this is where the stitch is here. So we're going to leave that part there. We're going to start from here. We're going to measure over. So I have 8 inches. Then I get my thread. I already threaded my needle, sorry. And I measure my thread that I'm going to use for the area I'm gathering. And I usually add an inch or 2. So this is 8 inches plus 2 inches. And that's if, you know, you have to gather, have a little pull, whatever the case may be, in case it's too tight. So basically, this is 10 inches, right? And then what I'm going to do is sit that to the side. I'm going to gather my sleeve. Okay, guys, now we're going to do a long stitch down the side of the cuff, both cuffs, and close them up. Okay, here's our cuffs. This is how the cuffs look completed. That's our cuff. Okay, we're going to put these to the side, and now we're going to work on finishing our sleeve so we can attach our cuffs. Okay, so if we look at our dress, we have the front of our dress, we have our sleeves. There's your bishop sleeves. Baby, please, the drama, the drama. Okay, now let's do the hem. Let's do a hem around the bottom of our dress. Okay, guys, now it's time to do our collar. So all you want to do now is put a stitch down that piece of the collar. Then you're going to have this piece. Of course, you can press it if you want to, but you can kind of flatten it with your finger. And you're going to clip it to your neckline. Okay, guys, now I'm done. I finished my collar. And as you can see, we have our crew neck collar. I did finish it with a zigzag stitch. If you have a serger, by all means, I wanted to let you guys know, you can serge your seams throughout the garment. I don't really use my serger that much. Sometimes I'll do a zigzag stitch at the collar. I'll do the inside sometimes. For this dress, it was kind of a quick sew for me because I want to wear it tomorrow to work. So I just did a zigzag stitch at the collar. I did a regular border hem. I have my cuffs completed. And of course, I will take some pics and I will show you what it all looks like. I hope you enjoyed just watching me sew this dress. Like I said, if you already made the ordery, if you're going to make the ordery, please drop down in the comments. Tell me what you made, what version you made, what changes or alterations you made to it, if you found any difficulties or if you found it super easy and breezy to sew. Either which way, thank you for joining me, and I look forward to sharing some more sews with you in the future. Hi guys, here's the ordery, and here's the bishop sleeves. I love this dress. It was a super easy, quick sew, as you can see, and I totally love the way that it just comes together and it fits your body really nice. I use size ruby for my dress, and this is what she looks like. She's popping. She's cute. I like her. So, The differences in the cuff is the short cuff is about this length. The other dress I made, the short cuff is like about like this. And then when you see the difference with the bishop cuff, with the long cuff, you can see how much longer it is, which I really think is nice. This is the crew neck, which is awesome and amazing. And I really like it. Now let me show you what you can do. For me, I'm going to wear it to work. I may wear it somewhere dressy at some point, but right now it's for work. So if you want to add something to it, you can always add a belt. This will help accentuate your shape at the waistline. Plus, it gives it a little twist and a different look for your styling. And this is what she looks like with the belt. Still cute. And if you really want to, you know, jazz it up and add a little more style to it, you can add a fancier belt. So depending on where you're going, what the occasion is, you can add a belt with some bling. And when I bought this belt, I was like, what am I going to do with this belt? Because it's loud. But for a simple dress, a loud dress, a loud belt really adds to it. I love it. Ah! It really adds to the outfit. It gives it a whole new look. And it looks super cute. So, this is the Audrey. I will be sure, once again, to drop a link to Made for Mermaids. But this dress will definitely be, or this pattern will definitely become a go-to for me. As you can make it in a top. You can make it in a top and a skirt. You can make this version. There's also a version that has a fitted sleeve. You can make a turtleneck, a mock turtleneck, a crew neck, a scoop neck, and a V-neck version of this. So, possibilities are limitless. And it's size inclusive. So grab this pattern, make it, and if you do, share it. Bye.